show awaits us, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us, everyone. The crowd has waited long enough to kick this thing off.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of AWC. We're coming on our third season, episode 2 of said season. I'm Franklin Zamora, and this is my broadcast partner, Taka. How you doing?
A collision course, and it's happening right here. Oh my gosh, who's going to win this?
I'm doing pretty good myself, and we have here the final showdown between Law and Disorder and Steel Cage.
Two teams clashing.
Steel Cage is at a disadvantage here. There are 2 victories against 3 victories by Law and Disorder. They're 1 behind in Steel Cage. With this being the final showdown, do you think Steel Cage is gonna need to send the point home harder than Law and Disorder could? I mean, if they win this, all they do is tie the series up. So they better win dominant fashion.
I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, remember, for those who weren't with us last season, this young group of upstarts is put in a series with Law and Disorder, and had they lost at our finale, they would both be fine. That motivation alone allowed that spark to come through, and they ended up defeating Law and Disorder. But the question is that hunger still there? The fact that their jobs are no longer on the line, if they bring that aggressiveness out. If not, these boys are going to go back to the drawing board.
I mean, they were dominating completely in their best of 5 series. They lost every one.
This is true, but it's like I said, that last match showed that given the right circumstances and given the right motivation, these guys could be a force to reckon with.
What does that say about living status and your condition in general if the only time you can succeed is when your career is on the line? If your career is on the line every match, you're not exactly making a great living out of it.
No, but you know what the old saying goes, every dog has his day, every good dog has 2. For these guys, they wanted to make sure they got to that second.
And we'll see here as Law and Disorder make their entrance.
And I know I said it a lot last season, and I'm going to say it again. Law and Disorder is an amazing tag team. It's that throwback style that you just gotta love, man.
We got the king of old school, Clint Kenosha. And we got his partner, Eleanor Brown here.
Probably one of the most agile men for a guy his size. Things to be said for Kenosha.
And Clint definitely not so popular among the AWC fan base.
Yeah, but these guys don't seem to care, because you know you gotta have those fans who adore the wrestling, and then those who adore the men behind it. They don't seem to care much. They just care about getting the job done, and boy, have they.
They have. They've established themselves as one of the best young tag teams in the division.
Speaking of tag teams, I've just gotten word that a certain tournament is returning to AWC. For those who know our lore good and well, it's the return of the A2 Climax. The only difference? We're focusing on the bread and butter of professional wrestling. Tag team greatness. And these 2 teams could very well not just be in it, but heavy favorites going in.
And we all know that the Elite, 3 phenomenal tag team performers.
This is true. Jinkaze having great success both in AWC and out. DC Zamcham being a great tag team specialist in his times. And CJ Shadows, if it's one thing he's known for aside of himself, it's his love of teamwork. And you can ask anybody he's been with, they are always guaranteed a tag team reign.
That's exactly, and with those 3 behind the great chair, I think tag team wrestling is going to be in a good place here.
This is true. As we return our focus to the match, that was a weird landing there by what seems to be, if I remember correctly,
that's Austin Cage. Austin Cage, you might not recognize him. He did trim his hair down a bit. I mean, last time we saw Austin Cage, he had a long mane, and he had a hell of a night at Kingdom. Coming very close Very close in the pre-show, but no cigar. I mean, last time we saw Austin Cage get a long mane and get a hell of a night. And here we see Austin Cage very close. Throwing around Eleanor Brown, looking to make that tag. His partner Logan Steele. Oh, but Eleanor Brown with the gorgeous belly to back. And here we see Austin Cage.
I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight. This is great. He's got to try anything.
Oh, but Eleanor Brown with the gorgeous belly to back. You see Eleanor in another suplex. Eleanor with that great amateur style here. 1, 2. Oh, he almost had him there. That could have almost been the 4th win that Law and Disorder has over this young tag team. Eleanor with that great amateur style here. 1, 2. Oh, he almost had him there. That could have almost been the 4th win that Law and Disorder has over this young tag team.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
We're having a little bit of a technical difficulty here.
And
my mic seems to be going in and out. My broadcast partner, Taka, seems to be
back,
completely.
I'm back, folks. I'm back. Sorry about that. You think with all the upgrades we got over the season, one of the things would be our equipment here at the broadcast table.
Looks like he's starting to falter.
Well,
We got to come.
it seems like we can't get a good deal on new mics.
It's either we get a new cooler from Mountain Dew or a new microphone. I guess they chose the best of both worlds, I guess.
Yeah, with Radio Shack being down, you don't exactly have great places to find technology bulk mics.
Same with Circuit City.
Yeah, but Circuit City was a rip-off anyways. Anyways, back to the action here.
Oh,
A little bit of confusion here. It seems like Logan Steele is actually the one in the ring.
What a smart move.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter who's in the ring. They just got clobbered with that short arm lariat by Konoka and a beautiful arm trap German.
Logan Steele is actually the one in the ring.
Then 1, 2. Oh, sit down. So frankly, we talked about the different variables and the histories about this team, but with the new environment under new management, which team do you think would thrive?
I'd say Law and Disorder. We seem to be in a bit of a dispute, and I think Law and Disorder, they'd be the type of guys that would ally with the winning side regardless of who it was.
This is true, but it's also terrifying in the long run because, sure, we know about Elite and their specialty in wrestling, but what happens if Law and Disorder ends up joining them? True, but it's also terrifying in the long run.
Well, I think with 3 tag team coaches that are phenomenal singles wrestlers in their own rights, not only would they go as singles performers, but they would probably learn a thing or two about tag team wrestling that adds to their repertoire.
As if Law and Disorder weren't already good. But now, if memory serves,
Tutelage of guys like Kaze, Zamcam, and Shadow, these guys could become the next Windy City Machine Guns.
or the next Strong Style Society, or dare I say, the next Fight Club. But now,
Get the blood flowing back in your body and strategize with your next
oh my God, this is why it's called high risk.
Still attempted by Austin Cage.
I guess they've improved.
Kenosha coming in and play that ring awareness.
Sure, but oh my God, Hail Mary, Rana. Beautiful done. Uh-oh. Here it is. Bangarang. Oh my God. This is what I hated most about these young kids last season. They always seem to go for the arrogant things, never the solidarity, never the things that would equal the win. He should have pinned them right then and there. This is what I hated most about these young kids.
That's the thing with a lot of these young teams. They don't capitalize on the moment.
Never the things that would equal the win.
They just stick to whatever they think is going to work best for them. These are the biggest reaction. And sure, in terms of long-term star power, that's good, but in terms of right then, right there, it's not always the smartest thing.
There's a time to gloat and a time to go for gold. Boy, the Trent go for gold there. Oh, but he's trying to make sure that Cage stays down in a beautiful spine buster there. What you going for now? Oh! Just rinsing the arm almost out of socket and just jamming it violently.
Got seriously wrong there. Look at this. He's in full control of this one.
Oh, there's that old school fist drop. Almost shades of people like Harley Race and Jake the Snake Robinson. Speaking of old school, look at this gator roll.
Oh, classic amateur wrestling there.
People like Harley Race and Jake the Snake Robinson. Speaking of old school, look at this. The last episode showed us anything is that these wrestlers didn't slack off in the downtime. Some of the smaller guys improved their muscle mass, and some of the bigger guys greatly improved their technique. The last episode showed us anything is that these wrestlers didn't slack off in the downtime. Some of the smaller guys improved their muscle mass. Oh, stiff shot there by Cage. Oh, he missed the elbow. Oh no, with the Irish whip into the corner. What's he looking for here? Oh, he's getting him in dangerous territory. This doesn't look good for Cage. Oh, the reversal. Beautiful crossbody. Go for the pin, kid. Oh, he's getting him in dangerous territory. This doesn't look good for Cage. What is? Oh, the reversal. Beautiful crossbody.
I think he just went to the top rope to gloat.
Exactly what I'm talking about. This is why I can't stand a team like Steel Cage. Oh, whipping him into the corner. Oh, what are they going for? Uh-oh. I don't like the looks of this. This will be bad for Eleanor. Oh my God! Oh, whipping him in the corner. Torpedo DDT!
That has to be a
I don't know. I don't know, some out of suffering. See? Play pop.
Oh, wow. Great takedown there from the bottom.
Oh my God. Beautiful submission there. That modified House of Pain. But Steel immediately breaking it up. Oh my God. Oh, Eleanor got him corner to corner.
I don't think there are two teams I'd rather see square off against each other.
Oh, machine gun elbow. Immediately breaking it up. The head of Cage must be ringing right now.
Braun proving that he is a phenomenal technical wrestler.
True.
At least as far as it comes to the striking and ground aspects. How the wrestling doesn't work out for him, I think this kid can have a hell of a future in the mixed martial arts circuit.
This is true. Oh my God! Oh! Corner in the corner. Did you see the way Cage landed on the back of his neck?
Shades of Shinsuke Nakamura there.
And Sami Zayn, along with so many others. Oh my God! Oh, but it looks like he's setting up to end it all here. He's down on the top. Cage with a defiant no. And oh, a beautiful diving Hurricane Rana. Oh, but it looks like he's setting up to end it all. Come on, kid, don't joke around. You need to make the most of this.
Tag to Logan Steel.
Oh, what are they going for? There's a snap, man. And then it's a big boot to the face. And the Iron took it to the corner again. He was really enjoying doing some corner offense. Oh. Snake Eyes. The pin. 1, 2. Oh. And the Iron took it to the corner again. Barely able to end that. Oh. Snake Eyes.
And honestly, I hate to say it, but I think this tag team Steel Cage here is a little bit one-sided.
There may be
What makes you say that?
Well, let's look back at their Kingdom performances. Logan Steele wasn't really doing so hot, while Austin Cage was on fire. And then we flip to now. It seems that Logan Steele isn't quite as popular with the crowd as his tag team counterpart is. Austin Cage was on fire.
That could be a sign of dissension within the ranks, but only time will tell. They seem to have good chemistry here in the tag, and now they're both looking at do some offense.
Oh, look at the emotion.
That could be a sign of dissension within the ranks, but there Cage goes. Oh, that's what you get, Cage. That's exactly what you get. You bragged at the wrong time. 1, 2, barely able to kick out. Now that's Tag Team 101. If you see one guy messing around, you keep him while he shouldn't. Kudos to clicking up. Now he's going Cage into the corner. What can they do?
Shifting the momentum here.
Uh-oh, what they're looking for here? Oh! That beautiful double team maneuver. That free-fall neck breaker. Uh-oh, what they're looking for here? From the note cards that Eleanor Brown gave me while we were waiting on the commercial break to be over, they like to call that case closed. This is one case that's sure closed now. Jesus, that impact. We were talking about dissension amongst the race. There might be dissension amongst that boy's spinal column.
But you can't deny these two teams definitely have chemistry. Another win by Law and Disorder. That being their 4th win here. I think it's safe to say that they proved that they were the better team.
That's true, and you know, based off what we said earlier in the program, this team right here might be a heavy favorite going into the A2 climax. That's true, and you know, based off what we said earlier in the program, this team right here might be a heavy favorite going into the A2 climax. Oh, but
Austin Cage.
I don't think he's
happy. Microphone.
Based off what we said earlier in the program, this team right here might be a heavy favorite going into the A2 climax. Oh, but
Austin Cage.
I don't think he's happy.
Microphone. Calling out his partner.
I think he's a bit frustrated with what happened.
Austin Cage. Calling out his partner.
Cage was assistant. Steele was assistant to the back earlier, but here comes Austin Cage.
We might hear from him. Man, look how intense he looks. He's not
A part of me is wondering what this is all going to be about.
He's got something to say, all right.
Steele was assistant to the back earlier, but here comes Austin Cage. A part of me is wondering what this is all going to be about.
Poking the bear.
See, this is what I told you.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Poking the bear.
Well, kind of want to tell the audience we told you so, but yeah.
See, this is what I told you.
Told you so.
Not exactly likable.
I know dissension when I see it.
Well, kind of want to tell the audience we told you so, but
And I mean, Steele does make a point. Steele was the first sign to AWC. I know dissension when I see it.
I mean, it's the reason his name is first in the team name. But I guess you can't really call it a team name anymore.
And I mean, Steele does make other than the fact that Cage Steele just doesn't sound good.
Cage Steele just sounds like a bad, thin demon. I mean, it's the reason his name is first in the team name. But I guess you can't really call it.
It sounds like an emo garage band consisting of 12-year-olds.
Cage Steel just sounds like I'm sad. I had no idea we were talking about Black Veil Bride.
It sounds like an emo garage band.
Is that supposed to make sense? Yeah, I'm speechless. And that hardly
These two.
right. Man,
I'm glad that the argument was only verbal and it didn't turn physical. They already worn out. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have
But could
turned out.
this lead to a match?
WWE greatness.
Who knows? Oh, I spoke too soon. I'm glad that the argument was only immediately physical.
Logan Steele laying into Austin Cage. But could this lead to a match? I guess there's all that frustration.
Oh, but Cage with the reversal.
Being way more popular with the crowd, but
He's simply reminding him.
It looked like he was getting some.
Make a comeback there, but Logan Steele dominating his former tag partner. I guess he got tired of playing second fiddle.
And you feel it for weeks. I like it.
Oh no, what you looking for here? This has to be over.
He almost took his head off with that.
Oh, massive Larry.
He got tired of playing second fiddle.
Come on, enough's enough, man.
Oh no!
Swing him out the ring. Hey, stay away from our table. Oh, massive Larry. Come on, enough's enough, man. So, people coming after our table is frustrating.
On the defensive here.
Stay
This is the
away
type
from our
of
table.
one-on-one atmosphere where he thrives.
Well, Michael, he certainly thinks he'll have better success
What's he
outside
looking
the
for
ring
in the
than in it. We'll see if that holds true.
And on top of that,
Oh.
John, these two guys couldn't be any more evenly matched at this point.
Soaring through the sky. Here comes Austin Cage, and there goes Austin
He's
Cage.
wild in there. Did you hear the impact?
I don't want to help, but
You kind of don't.
soaring through the sky. Not even the fact I kind of don't. I don't think at this point it would do much
When you
different.
put these two competitors together, anything's going to happen.
Plus, Shadow's made it clear he doesn't want commentators interfering in situations like this. He wants everything to be dealt out as nature intended. But this just seems like it's going too far.
Uh-oh, looks like this one's going after the floor. What was your first clue? Back where it belongs, inside the
But
ring.
what's he looking for? Dealt out as nature intended.
He's certainly showing us
Oh,
something
inside out
from his
superflex.
repertoire. That's cool.
This is
What's he looking for? This is just my
brutal.
air.
Remember the last time
This needs to stop. Come on, bring people from back. Someone needs to come help him.
to that object. Oh my
Savage beating on to Austin Cage. He's just my air. Come on, enough's enough, kid. Enough's enough.
I said Austin Cage was the standout talent out of these two, but after this, I don't think Austin Cage even has a leg to stand on.
Come on, enough's enough, kid. Enough's enough. We felt that this young team might be on the edge of breaking up, but I didn't think one of them would end up broken.
Someone had to lose. Man, when you get a one-on-one match like that, you hate to see one of them come up short. But that's just the harsh reality of it. What a matchup that was.
Kind of makes you feel bad for all.
Incredible.
Would end up broken.
Man, when you get a one-on-one match like that, you hate to see one of them come up short. But that's just the harsh reality of it. What a matchup that was.
Look into the eyes of Logan Steele. No remorse. No type of mercy. Just I don't even know what to call that.
You
Look into the
ready?
eyes of Logan Steele. No remorse.
Let's go.
Oh, and it doesn't confirm that at the Royal Rumble it will be Austin Cage versus the newly named Logan Wright. This explosive confrontation will Cage prove that he was the man behind Steel Cage, or the name Cage prove that Logan was always right. Logan Wright. This explosive confrontation will Cage prove that he was the man behind. And now we move on to our next match here. Oh! Look at that familiar face! It's our boy Jones!
He's back to break more.
was the Glass of Steel guy. For those who don't know, Stoner is a very talented wrestler, an in-ring general, if you will. There's a reason he's seen as the hardcore Houdini, the beast of Beverly Hills, the man they call Stoner. Has successful singles runs, successful tag runs with the likes of Christian Rainey and CJ Shadows. This man is among the best of the best in professional wrestling. I pray for whoever his opponent is.
What is that?
From the notes I'm getting, Kid Friendly is apparently a member of the OPT, the Order of Pacifistic Tendencies. So, my question is, the hell is a pacifist doing in professional wrestling?
I don't know.
This is...
Are we even going to question it, or...
Well, I know Stoner likes competition, but I don't think he wants a competition he can literally sink into if necessary. This is just... Folks, I know we don't usually say this, but from what we're seeing here, viewer discretion is advised. We may see something that might just get us kicked off the television.
Multiple times.
If not permanently. Well, may God rest his soul, wherever it may go. And the bell rings and we're off to the start. And Stoner is... Oh my God, I talked about biting. I didn't think he'd literally go off and start the match with a bite to the face. Still shot to the gut. And Already is laying it in. And, oh my God, dominator. And you saw how his ankles ran off the rope. He's bound to do some type of recoil. And a dragon sleeper applied here, but and Already is laying in. Oh God, I recognize that look in Stoner's eyes. He's enjoying this. And that European uppercut is not going to help Kid Friendly any, because now he's really invoked the beast. Oh, he's going for a suplex. Oh, beautifully done, that stalled suplex.
And Stoner with some pretty decked out trunks there. I like the black and red.
You tend to like that color combination a lot.
Yep, I do. I guess I have a link for Shadow the Hedgehog.
He's going to have to cut off his opponent's offense quickly.
Look at this guy.
Oh, and look at Stoner. His schoolyard attack is developing a noogie to the pacifistic Kid Friendly. His eyes may say keep it PG, but I don't think...
And Kid Friendly is having a flashback to his kid years here.
Oh, look at Stoner. It looks like he's on the wrong side of Wayward Elementary.
And Stoner is the high school bully who's about to murder him. And Kid Friendly is having a flashback to his kid years.
Oh boy, a stiff drop to the knee, and I'm just lifting him up like the rag doll. Oh, super kick! And the crowd is on their feet. They want more. These bunch of savage hooligans want more. Oh, Kid Friendly with a drop kick that may have slowed things down, and never mind, Stoner. Right. Oh, and another drop kick. Kid Friendly's on the move here, but I think Stoner's ready to end things. Oh, and a stiff shot to the face with that knee. Uh-oh. It could be all over here.
He's looking a little off balance.
Oh,
He'll need to find a way to turn
that
things
beautiful combination. He calls the Death Note.
This guy, trust me, this one's far from over. Man, the respect he shows
Kid
for
Friendly
this business
somehow
and
has
his
the will to
opponents
give
is
these
second to
shots.
none. More superstars
Oh.
should strive to be like him.
Just dropping him, not even wanting to complete the submission transition. Oh, but Kid Friendly with the reversal on the Irish whip. Went for a drop kick, but got denied. Stoner took him to show him how it's done here. This shot. Oh my God, no. Stoner, don't do this, not to this kid. This kid might have a family, at the very least a pet goldfish.
That was
One, two. Oh my God, the kid has some title time. Well, if nothing else about kid friendly, we can say one thing: the kid can take one hell of a beating.
The kid has guts, but I don't know if he has brains. Messing with a guy like Stoner, I would have just stayed down.
I mean, he might have guts, but don't tell me about these sliding across this ring floor. And those stiff Kawada-style kicks.
The kid has guts, but I don't know if he has brains.
What's Stoner looking for now?
Messing with a guy like Stoner, I would have just stayed down.
Uh-oh. Stoner swinging to the face.
He's pulling out all the stops tonight.
We were talking about how his guts might be splattered. I think this kid is ready to throw up his lunch. And a super kick connects again. Oh.
His body has to be broken right now.
Poison mister by the con they call Stoner. Beautiful senton to follow it up.
I don't know how much longer he's
I'm
going to be
afraid
able
of
to
what's
go.
going to happen next.
Nice reversal.
That super kick might have been the prelude to things to come.
Oh, kid friendly. Somehow.
And just like that, the momentum is gone. Oh, it's good. It's like every time Kid Friendly tries to get on offense, he's stopped immediately. Wait, what's he looking for? DDT! DDT! Oh, it's good. Kid Friendly gets in, Stoner immediately.
Well, that was fun while it lasted.
And I can see the stance on Stoner. This is the end here, folks. Here it is! Shattered Heaven!
There's the finisher. This
That
might
was
be
fun. And I think Stoner shattered a lot more than his head.
1, 2, and 3.
And ladies and gentlemen, the man they call Stoner still as destructive as ever.
More like the man they call Stoner to say the bitch out the man formerly known as Kid Friendly. Oh, and we're getting word of a match. Supposed to be Keith Dynamite going against Pair of Shadows. And for the AWC World Championship, it's John Cena versus Jin Kaze.
Oh.
My God.
Oh.
And then for the X Division Championship, it's DC Zamsam versus El Chabon.
Well, that promises to be a very exciting main event. The premise of John Cena being in AWC ring again makes my stomach churn, but
Yeah, but gotta pay the bills somehow.
I would have much rather seen this man in a championship match.
Who knows, maybe this win, no matter how minimal it is, will build enough momentum to get the train rolling. As we move on to our next match of the evening,
This man in a championship match.
who knows, maybe this win, no matter how minimal it is. For those of you who are first-time viewers, allow me to properly introduce this young lady. She is the younger sister of our current owner, TJ Shadows. This is the woman they call the Raven, Kara Shadows. Franklin, tell the beautiful people at home about this young woman.
Well, she's a fantastic striker. Having learned from some of the best, she's been trained by all three members of the Elite, X Division Champion DC Zamcham, AWC Champion Jin Kaze, and of course her own brother, the owner, the boss man himself, TJ Shadow.
When you think where Tara's style is similar to her brother's, you'd be wrong. Where TJ is all about technical prowess and striking, Tara loves to take it to the air. And boy, she's one of the best high flyers you'll ever see, but as much praise as we give her, we have to give just as much to this man.
Well, this man had a hell of a match against Jin Kaze.
Almost winning. I
Still came up just a bit short.
I still can get that thought out of my head. The thought of Steve Dynamite as world champion, especially with the man losing it being Jin Kaze, that's just... I know it's supposed to be impartial, but there's a part of me that just wouldn't be able to accept that. Jin Kaze has held that belt for so long, it'd just be weird for anyone to take it off of him. Hell, we could do a show tonight, and DC Zamcham could somehow win the world title, or Shadows. but it would just seem wrong without Kaze's waist and corpse around that belt.
Kaze has definitely made that belt his own, being the only man in AWC history to never lose a world championship match.
Both times he lost the title, it was with a controversial means. But now we focus on this match.
Being the only man.
That Mohawk Marauder, we call T Dynamite. Oh, an explosive buffalo flying DDT from the Raven to South. After last week's match, the first intergender match in AWC against Rusty, she's looking to make a name for herself to get out the proverbial shadow of her older brother. She's starting out good and strong with a guy who just came inches of beating the Windmaster. Oh, but as much as we praise the women of AWC, at the end of the day, you have to remember, men are naturally stronger and more durable. I'm pretty sure it's going to play a factor to things to come. As much as we praise the women of AWC.
Yeah, but Tara's no slouch. She's been trained by the best, so she's used to taking punishment from the best.
This is true. She's the one who came to the board herself and asked to be put in these intergender matches to prove that if the men can do it, so could she. Oh, T Dynamite looks for a suplex there. There's a jiu-jitsu training of Sarah coming to fruition. Oh, that Harrelon. Beautiful Harrelon back suplex there. She's working over the arm. Another thing that we have to note is different between the two Shadow siblings. Not only is Sarah a fantastic high flyer, but her submission game is on point for someone who, unlike her older brother, isn't formally trained in the art of Kidoetsu, or strong style as the commoners call it.
Well, it seems to me that this match actually came about because TJ Shadows and T Dynamite don't exactly see eye to eye. Of course, I'm having a big rivalry over the X Factor championships.
Well, of course they don't see eye to eye. Have you seen the height differential between T Dynamite and TJ? T Dynamite barely makes
it to like the tip of his nose, but you know, I'm having a big rivalry.
This is true,
you
but
get the gist of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that massive DDT though may have Tara reeling, not understanding anything you said, and that unnecessary gut buster there.
T Dynamite definitely adapting himself to a more powerhouse style here.
Yeah, that massive DDT that's going to be the perfect role for a woman or a wrestler in general who utilizes a high-flying style, and oh, this is not pretty. Oh my god, sky high backdrop suplex. That's not good here. T Dynamite just asserting control here. No, this is way too early. Dynamite bomb.
It's nearly impossible to deal with this type of power. Here's
the pin. 1, 2. And Tara somehow kicking out the Dynamite bomb. That move has put away numerous people, earning him a near fall against the champion last week. Oh, that's just sticking it. Pulling on my hair.
Yeah, you can see it working right here.
Earning him a near fall against the champion last week.
Onto the floor.
You know, I always thought T Dynamite was a bit of a spectacle, but I didn't think he would employ it so violently.
Stay down! Stay down! Right on the nose.
Oh my God. Diving clothesline off the apron, just waiting for Tara to get up. Oh, but Tara now bringing a fight to him. I guess she only got grazed by that clothesline.
And what was the last time we saw T Dynamite perform this athletically?
Oh, but there are those kicks. Oh, that heel kick. And Tara with a power bomb on her own, an alley-oop bomb.
I've also just gotten word that TJ Shadows said he will give his sister another chance to get into the Rumble. If she beats T Dynamite this week, she'll go on to face Rusty at the Royal Rumble for a chance to get in the Rumble match.
Oh, this is T and now she's staying to the top rope. Here it is, folks. Shadow Show. The pin. 1, 2. Oh my God. T Dynamite came so close. I'm surprised that the ref has not noticed the sledgehammer that T Dynamite tried to bring into the match. And now it's Tara back on the top.
See Dynamite having to resort to weapons here. Let's not forget, Tara just came out of a match involving weapons last week.
This is true, and those weapons spelled her downfall. I guess T Dynamite's trying to take some tactics from his former Dog Club X brother. And Tara taking advantage of the situation with that beautiful reversal into the pin. Somehow, some way kicking out is T Dynamite. Oh, there's those shots. You gotta wonder, earlier she was stomping each and every limb on his body. Tara's just targeting the pressure points, and there she is again with those stomps to the ligament. That's gonna wear down T Dynamite, making him have to draw upon more energy to use that strength of his. Has the shoulder block there by T Dynamite, and now he has a sledgehammer. He missed the shot. Now he's putting it down in disgust, I guess. What's he looking for? Oh my God! Why is there a ladder? Why is there a ladder? Oh!
Go look at it with the sledgehammer.
Wait, we're getting word that
Disqualification match.
Yeah, I just got word that this match is no disqualification. We didn't know that ahead of time, but regardless, this is amazing.
We've seen this before. It's all
Oh, there's that miss. Shades of the Great Muda and her older brother. Will she be able to capitalize? She's taking so much abuse in this match. Nice fireman scary throw. Oh my God, are we gonna see it? Oh my God! Shadow Driver! Shadow Driver!
Here we go.
Here it is!
Shadow stop.
The pin! 1, 2, 3!
Tara wins the second in her gender match after participating in the first.
She may have come out the loser last week, but this time, not only did she beat prime opponent T Dynamite, but a guy who can say he came second of becoming the new world champion. That says a lot for her resume. And now it's been confirmed next week, an early entry match for the A2 Climax. So, the reunion of Dog Club X versus the women of AWC. Women's champion Queen D and Tara Shadow. You gotta love it when a good match is still telling you have a.
And what does this do mentally for T Dynamite? This is two big losses back to back.
First he lost to the Windmaster. Now he lost to the sister of the Shadow Clan. You gotta wonder what T Dynamite's gonna go into next week.
This is two big losses back to back.
He doesn't need his name up in lights. He just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike
As you just see, brought up another match for the Royal Rumble. It'll be everyone's favorite rebellious redneck Rusty versus the Raven Tara Shadows. And remember, folks, if Tara wins, she gains entry into the Royal Rumble match. Everyone's favorite rebellious redneck Rusty versus the Raven Tara Shadows. Let's not forget, later on tonight, we will see the AWC World Championship on the line as Jin Kaze defends against John Cena. Everyone's favorite rebellious redneck Rusty versus the Raven Tara Shadows. Let's not forget, later on tonight, we will see the AWC World Championship on the line as Jin Kaze. Speaking of which, is the man of the hour here, folks. The 15-time world champion, Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect. What you can't, let's go Cena or Cena sucks. You can't deny this man's hard dedication to this business. Frank, how do you feel about this match?
I've just gotten word that if John Cena cannot win this match, he'll be out of AWC for good.
Oh boy, this is do or die for John Cena here. A win gives him the AWC World Championship and makes him the first man in a long time to beat Jin Kaze, but a loss means he's gone. The win gives him the AWC World Championship and makes him the first man in a long time to beat Jim Conte got a long season. He's done.
And the crowd going wild for this man. Coming out. His good friend DC Zamcham and his associate McDavid.
The world champion, the X Division champion, and whether you call him David or Anarchist, one of the most dangerous men we've ever had in AWC.
Zamcham sporting a little bit of a new look here with the braids. I've been told this only temporarily. He lost the bet between TJ and Jin, and let's just say that was his punishment.
Yeah, you gotta wonder how smart it was for DC to question if the Cubs could win while the Cubs were playing a home game. It's not smart to bet against Shadow. Trust me, I know from experience. Never betting on the Packers again. DC to question if the Cubs could win while the Cubs were playing a home game. I know from experience. The stage is set. Let's see who comes out on top. Remember, folks, Cena wins, he's champ. Cena loses, he's gone.
Challenger from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John
Cena wins, he's champ. Cena loses, he's gone.
Introducing the champion from
He took his tension with a knife.
weighing in at 213 pounds, he is
Kaze is confident as ever.
AWA World Champion Jim the Great.
Most people, when they see a man like John Cena staring back at them from the opposite side of the ring, they begin to doubt themselves. But not a man like Jin Kaze.
We are seconds away from
For he is just a man. He is a master. A win master. Like John Cena staring back at them from the opposite side of the ring, they begin to doubt themselves. But not a man like Jin Kaze. Alright, folks, we're about to get underway with this match. A win. Oh, Kaze, surprisingly, this is the hand. Oh. Early
Cena.
Early mind games.
This is a one-on-one matchup.
And immediately, Kaze, oh my God!
Oh boy, the feeling in
Kaze
this
is
arena
hot
is
with a stunner.
unbelievable. I'm not sure who's going to win, but I am sure that we're going to see a great match. The greatest sports entertainment in the world.
Cena showing off some rare Shane wrestling skill there.
Fans don't already know.
This is one of those things that people believe he doesn't have, but he just doesn't show. Jin counters what looks to be a fisherman suplex attempt into a beautiful Northern Light suplex.
As the action progresses, let's preview
Now Jin working over Mr. Hustle loyalty and respect. Oh, there's that cockiness on full display by Jin. Not a good move against Cena. Oh my God. Now Jin shot over
and tonight is no exception. It's oh my, there's the submission.
Oh, and now a single knee camel clutch applied. Not a good move against. You gotta wonder if the work Steve Dynamite did on the back of Kaze last week.
And that inverted power slam there. That jumping elbow drop.
You gotta wonder if the work. It's the most terrifying to think what would happen if Cena beats Kaze. What type of AWC would it be with Cena top dog?
When he's in the ring with John Cena. If the opportunity
Well, I think AWC would practically change to 3 other levels.
Oh Lord.
Nobody wants that.
Not at all. But here comes Kaze out the top rope. Oh my God, Cena just getting out the way. Kaze quick to recover, and immediately with an Irish whip, look for a back elbow. Cena just, that's all that muscle mass that Cena has, but not enough muscle mass in the rear with a beautiful back seven.
If he can't withstand this, he's in the wrong profession.
Well, it's hard to argue that, but I'd say this one could go either way.
You have to apologize for brief technical difficulties, folks. Like I said, some software we can afford, some we can't.
What is it that allows him to stay in match
Even laying in with these punches.
to be dominated? I mean,
It's like he's trying to bust the camp open.
from the dead so many times.
John Cena is just the ultimate competitor, Michael. He brought a move. Now that's a finishing move.
Oh, and a beautiful spear. Oh, this could be over already. Here it comes. Strong wind.
He's okay.
This could be it.
And of course, Cena gets out of it. Who else but Cena? So off to the chest, just lightly hopping over it. Rousey just asking for him to get up. What he has in mind?
That he has developed into his trademark, the STF.
Ooh, that knee to the back of the head is vicious.
But Cena smart to slide out to try and temporarily regroup. Because they smart in his own right. Putting him in the corner. Oh, Cena playing possum, it looked like. A knee of his own. He's going for Cenaster! Cenaster! That diving Famouster! Then! 1, 2, oh, so close. Oh,
If there's anyone that's better at kicking out than Cena, it's Jin Kazi.
Remember, Kaze isn't fighting for his career, he's fighting for his championship. Meanwhile, Cena knows if you lose, we will never see him again in AWC. Uh-oh.
But honestly, Cena's AWC tenure has been so unforgettable that I think the championship means more than his career at this point.
True, and he was looking to follow up stuff with Kaze. A quick knee followed by a beautiful cravat suplex. Oh, Kaze looking to capitalize on it, but Cena reverses with that short arm lariat. A quick knee followed by a beautiful cravat. Uh-oh. Here comes that trademark comeback. And Proto Bomb.
And we know what this... Oh, Cena getting into it with TC Damn Jam.
Here comes that trademark comeback. See, that's what we worried about last week against T Dynamite. But T Dynamite knows what kind of competitor Cena is. He knows that if given enough momentum, Cena becomes unstoppable. So I guess he decided to have David and Zan come out. This is an insurance policy. Bought him just
Kazi coming up with a win last week without any help whatsoever. But honestly, I'd say that within the ranks of AWC, T Dynamite deserves more respect than Cena does.
This is true, and oh,
wins of greatness.
A pin! 1, 2, oh, kick out by Kaze. Uh-oh. Kaze, you know what he's looking for? Oh, with a strong win! Cena reversed it! Russian leg swing!
Look at these two giving it their all. There's absolutely no quitting them tonight.
Oh, for a minute I thought Cena was going to go for his own.
To the crowd here.
Not a good idea against Kaze. Any moment of recovery for him is deadly for his opponent. A beautiful backdrop suplex there. Oh, we're going to see it in full effect here. Here it is. The Bob. Knuckle. Uh-oh.
Going for that AA.
Here it is. Oh! Impale DDT! Cena, another back suplex, but the talent is taking easy at all. The AA is just encountered, and Cena rather than staying on the offensive. Well, I guess if this is your last time seeing the crowd, you might as well give them a show.
John Cena has dominated as of late, and from the way it looks,
Looking for it again.
not stop.
Oh, he's got in position. Hey! The pin! Yeah. Oh my God, Kaze barely took it out.
Kaze's not ready for that championship.
He saw that one coming.
Oh shit, looking for a kick. Kaze, back trip. Oh, look at that heel hook and how it's applied.
The challenger in some big trouble here. It just doesn't seem to be his night tonight, guys.
Cena might have no choice here but to stop it. Oh, it's in the face of Kaze. That can't be good. One does not simply kick the Windmaster in the face. At least you get kneed in the face. Strong wins.
1, 2.
Oh my God. Cena has survived 3 knees to the face in the form of 2 strong wins and a wins of greatness. But now I think it's all over here. Kaze asked for him to get up. I thought we might be seeing the Tempest. And another drop kick, but it failed. He was down just stomping on the back of Kaze.
That won't work for long with someone like Kaze.
Oh, a pin! 1, 2. Oh, so close. Oh, that was way too close for comfort.
He almost had Kaze there.
Oh, but this right hand. Uh-oh. Cena looking for him. Sit out, power bomb.
This has been an all-out war.
He almost had Kaze
Oh my
there.
God, no. Carrying lift into the gut wrench. Suplex. That is the strength of the leader of Team Nation on display. Let's look for Grant to the foul knuckle shuffle one more time. Ooh.
Cena's gonna tap Kaze on the ropes here. He's going for it again. Another A.
1, 2. Oh my God, Kaze! Somehow he got a 2 AA.
He's going for it again.
Oh, now they went back and forth. Oh, wait a minute! Marco Taz for Kelly! Oh my God, Kaze! He's back with revenge! But that... But now I have a question. It doesn't feel like the ref is ending this in disqualification, or is he?
He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still even his
The match has been confirmed. Marco Taz and Cali.
the many misrepresentations makes a little put it together himself, and the picture connects, never asking for someone's help.
We'll keep you updated, folks.
Rematch of the century.
I'm sure that the build-up to this is going to be one to remember, especially from what happened earlier. Marco costing Kaze a clean victory over John Cena. Oh, tonight we see Judas Maxwell go against Chadwick. This should be interesting to see.
Chadwick, of course, always putting on a hell of a show.
It's true. Oh, tonight we see Judas Maxwell go against Chadwick. Now let's see what else we have on the agenda. True.
The following contest is scheduled
Oh, sorry, Judas Maxwell just looks like he's wearing a diaper on. I'm sorry, someone has to say it. It's like he took a white glad bag and put his arm through it.
Sometimes I think that's exactly what happened. He did spend a lot of time in the wild.
You call it the wild, I call it the set of Don't Mess with the Zohan. Jesus.
Sometimes I think that's exactly what happened. He did spend a lot of time in the wild.
You call it the wild, I call it the set of Don't Mess with the Zohan. But he seems ready to go. So let's just hope that all that time in the wilderness didn't dull those skills. First match could be short, especially against a guy as good as Chadwick. Ready to go.
These two being former tag team partners.
True. And now as we await the arrival of Chadwick, up and here he comes.
These two being former tag team partners.
and his opponent from
Oh, looks like he got himself a new jacket of sorts. Or at least upgraded his old one.
This is actually his Kingdom attire. Looks like Chadwick want to come back in style. Is it me or is his hair a slightly different color here?
It's true, it's almost like a midnight blue, almost dark aquamarine. Almost the shade of a lapis lazuli gem. A lot of things may have changed with Chadwick, but now the big question remains, are the skills still there? Has he upgraded? Or has the feeling of being away from the ring done too much to dull that knife edge precision that he brings to the table?
Despite the previous arrogance shown by Chadwick, the crowd actually rather behind him.
And now that we're in better light, we can confirm that there's nothing blue about his hair. That's the usual platinum blonde that we've grown oh so accustomed to. And now that we're in better light, we can confirm that there's nothing blue about his hair. That's the usual platinum blonde that we've grown oh so accustomed to. And here we go.
Both men enter this match with tidal waves of momentum.
Chadwick immediately on the offensive, a stiff knee strike. Kataro crusher. James the Kitty Omega by Chadwick here. And a beautiful back springboard body press.
All I know is these Cincinnati fans are some of the most loyal and loud fans in all of the WWE.
Oh my God! Springboard corkscrew European uppercut.
He's going back to an old friend with that one. You're right about that.
Now, Franklin, familiarize those at home with Chadwick, if you please.
He's simply reminding him.
Well, Chadwick was brought in last season. Actually, this would be the anniversary episode of his debut. He made his debut against one TJ Shadows in a phenomenal matchup. He came up with a win, and ever since then, he picked up a lot of momentum. He eventually picked up the Limitless title and went undefeated as Limitless champion, having the longest ever Limitless reign and one of the top 5 reigns lengthwise in AWC history.
But not for a second do I expect him to.
Chadwick was known for his phenomenal matches, also picking up the tag team championship reign with Akuto along the line. He was the final tag team champions before they were merged with the X Factor championship, and fought in the last Limitless championship match as the All Wrestling Kingdom, which was won by this man right here, Judas Maxwell. So Chadwick was fighting for the honor of the championship that he made his, and fought for the last.
If I'm not correct,
Maxwell retiring that title, and what some would say, he's one of the least deserving Limitless champions of all time.
Oh, Chadwick the Dragon Runner! 1, 2. If I remember at one point, didn't Chadwick rename it the All-Star Championship?
Yes, he did, and Chadwick calling it here. He might be setting up for the Cake of Extravagance.
Here it is! And there he goes.
Yes, he did.
Then, 1, 2, oh, Judas Maxwell's kicking out.
And Judas just knows when to kick out here. He knows Chadwick very well. These two go way back.
1, 2. It was Chadwick that brought Judas Maxwell in. Oh, high angle fist on the palm.
Actually, Judas Maxwell made his debut in the Season 2 preseason.
We all know he wouldn't.
Remember, he was Charles Maxwell first.
And we all know he wouldn't have gotten anywhere without the tutelage of Chadwick. Oh, now Chadwick, I guess, improves his repertoire even more. Look at his beautiful figure 4.
That's for sure. He needs to dig way down deep if he wants to keep
As
going
he gestures to the crowd, I don't think we would see from the old Chadwick. I guess being away made him realize how much the fans really cared about him. Oh, Chadwick finally getting some momentum here. Oh, my apologies, Judas rather getting some momentum here. Oh, Judas, X-Plus. 1, 2. Oh my God.
And again, the moves are played.
But it doesn't look like he's done. Oh, Judas.
Look at those eyes. Oh, yeah, this could be big. Look at this. This could be it.
Oh, my God. Guillotine shot by Judas Maxwell.
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
Shadow's gonna attack? Oh my God! That was just tapped out Judas Maxwell. Oh my God! I am not sure how to feel. That ran a dominance that.
Well, even a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes.
Yeah, but oh my God, with that early rush of offensive momentum, just to get shut down so easily. Rather shocking it was. Yeah, but oh my God, with that early rush of offensive momentum, just to get shut down so easily. Well, there you have it, folks. Judas Maxwell victorious over Chadwick. And oh my God, what the? Who is? Wait a minute, that's victorious over Chadwick. Logan Steele. Logan Wright. Oh my God, what the?
And who's the Sub-Zero character?
Runs with the kids that he signed. Ridiculous. Not even trying. How did they do it?
Oh, and the Alphaweight Championship match for the Rumble has been confirmed. It is a triple threat match. Chadwick, Jay Blaze,
Let's see what we have next here on the agenda. Ooh.
oh boy.
Oh shit! Yakino!
Weighing in at 224 pounds.
The return of who I believe to be one of the many prodigal sons of AWC. A former Limitless champion, a former X Division champion. If I remember correctly, wasn't he also an X Factor champion?
No, he was just a Limitless champion, and this is a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Oh, I thought he won the X Division. Well, a guy like him is well suited for that division. I'm surprised he never won it. Regardless, though, the Shinobi of AWC has returned to his home. I wonder who his opponent is for that division. I'm surprised he never won it. Regardless, though, let's see. The Shinobi of AWC has returned to his home. Our boy Shin seems ready. Now it's a matter of who's his opponent. Who is? Our boy Shin seems ready. Now it's a matter of who's his opponent. Frank. Who is?
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who that is, I feel sorry for you. The badass from Blackpool, England himself. The man personally trained by TJ Shadows. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most athletic individuals has joined AWC. This is the Emperor, Trent Over.
The face paint definitely threw me off there, but once I saw the name headline, I definitely knew that was Trent Over, one of the biggest free agent signings that AWC has ever made. We're talking about a guy who made history in New Rising. We're talking about a guy who has traveled around the world, and he hadn't done anything in quite some time. I don't know how AWC even managed to contact him, much less pick him up.
Think about who the owner is. TJ Shadows loves to have his peers around him in case something goes wrong. And who better to get than the guy he trained personally. But Shin Short, he hasn't lost a step. Going into these beautiful German suplexes. Welcoming Trent over to his home, his backyard.
This one could be the match of the night.
And when we talk about dream matches, I think we're witnessing one right now.
Both these guys capable high flyers. I believe Trent would have the advantage in high flying. Oh, and a beautiful lightning spiral there by Trent. Trent trained in catch can style wrestling along with the strong style training he received from TJ Shadows. Has a mastery of brawling and tenacity from another trainer, a man that TJ knows quite well, a certain hero from hell, Kevin Ralston, who we know. Isn't that right, Franklin?
Yes, it is. Meanwhile, Shinsuke being a prominent in strong style, having some flying ability but preferring a strike.
Oh, and Trent,
former Limitless champion here against a man who pretty much has been limitless in the ring.
anytime you think this guy can't get any better, I dare say Trent Over is probably the only man who's 6'30" is a match for Jinkaze's Tempest. Anytime you think this guy can't get any better. Oh, here's the pin. Remember, this is full count anywhere, no disqualification. There's a kick out. Now, we've talked about the past of Trent and how he got here. Let's talk about the past of Shin Gakito. Last season, he seemed to be in a bit of a turmoil with himself. With the whole thing with himself, Kaze, and at the time, Vulcan, I would guess.
Watch out. 2 major blows with that weapon did significant damage. If this isn't enough to win the match,
Mind breaking that down for us, Franklin?
I'm gonna need a minute.
I would guess. Still taking it all in?
No, just getting a transmission from the boss man himself here.
Oh, okay. Oh, what she gave me transmission. Still taking it all in. And Shin with a beautiful knee to the face of Trent.
Getting a transmission from the
man, oh man, did he take a wild
The self-proclaimed and self-proven Emperor making a big splash here, but he needs to get back on the right side of momentum here. That side slam onto the chair almost got him out. And now a pressure hold by Gakito for Trent fighting it off. Trent just as prominent in submissions as he is high flying. Oh, and somehow Shin able to reverse that flying neck breaker. And now a pressure hold by Gakito for Trent fighting it off. Oh, Shin lifting him up. And a double axe handle just sending him right back down into the chair. Oh, shit, lifting him up. And a cravat suplex by Shin Gakito. You gotta wonder if the beginner's stress is starting to set into Trent. I mean, it's like you said, he hasn't been in the ring in a very long time, whereas Shin Gakito has been all around the world recently. You gotta wonder if the beginner's stress Shin going face first to the metal pole. He hasn't been in the ring in a very long time. And Trent is on a rampage now.
Looks like he's starting to tire.
And again ramming him head first into the steel post. And again Jesus.
Yeah, but this has been a pretty close
Trent is on a tear here, ladies and gentlemen. The Emperor is looking for blood. And again. There's that whip into the corner.
Nobody controls the threat counter.
Oh, Shin reversing it. Oh, and a barrage of shoot-style kicks. Jesus. There's that whip into the corner. Oh, when is it gonna end?
He's been through hell in his ribs. The brunt of the attack.
Oh, Trent pushing him out of the corner. Oh, and a nice little shot just rocked Nikito. It's like those kicks did nothing to Trent. Trent with a springboard 450, but nobody home. Let's take a look at that replay again, folks. That beautiful crucifix into the chair by Trent earlier. We thought he'd pick up momentum from that, but boy was he shut down in a hurry. Now they're back on the outside fighting over the chair. Trent getting the worst of that exchange. Oh, back first into the barricade. Jesus. Now they're back on the outside fighting over the chair. Oh, and now they have a chair.
Looks like it came back around the right time. Trent over. Beating the hell out of Shingekito. Oh, Shingekito. And this is, well, these two men are most dangerous on the outside of the ring. Both men have proven that they can handle themselves in a fight just as well as they can handle themselves in a wrestling match.
So what type of transition did you get from the big old boss, man? Oh my God! Oh my God! Diced bread by Shingekito. From the big old boss, man. And now another pressure lock onto the arms and oh my God! It does damage to the nerve endings of both arms. I couldn't see myself in that position just because of the pain you go through. This Trent just whipped onto the ramp. It does damage to the nerve endings of both arms. Shin, Tiger suplex! Jesus, the back of his neck just landed hard on that steel. Trent trying to regroup with these fast shots. Oh, but another scoop power slam by Shin just kills any momentum Trent has.
And with this being a false count anywhere match, this is all legal.
You have to wonder what this type of environment favors. Normally both men are dangerous in their own right, especially when the rules are thrown out. But remember, home court advantage is a thing in our business. Shin knows this arena like the back of his hand. Meanwhile, this is Trent's first time up to bat. But a kick out at one shows that he has developed that iron will that's made Shadow so famous. A stiff knife edge shot. Jesus, you heard the sound effect from here. And a DDT onto the steel. Remember, all that head trauma from being bashed against the steel ring post must be affecting Nikito somehow. Oh, Nikito, capture suplex. Remember, all that head trauma from being bashed against the steel ring post must be affecting Nikito somehow. Oh, Nikito. 1, 2, and a kick out from Trent. You'd have to think the longer this match goes, this match would favor Nikito, but the fact that he's just put over away has me questioning. Is Trent luring him into a false sense of security with all this?
I don't know how secure you can lure somebody into when they're tossing you around like that.
This is true. Oh, and a beautiful axe kick by Nikito. Oh, he's looking to end things here. Oh, looks like he was going for some type of huge haymaker, but Trent blocked it. Brainbuster! The pin! 1, 2! Oh, kick out. A brainbuster onto the entrance ramp. Jesus. That spiked brainbuster, and Trent just enjoying the pain he's receiving and giving. Oh, overkill! The overkill has connected! That spiked brainbuster, and Trent just, this has to be it! The pain he's receiving and giving. And a stomp right to the gut. Jesus Christ! That headlock driver that
not letting up.
gets that headlock driver and he calls the overkill, you think that Shin go down, but like you said, Shin's a lot tougher than a lot of people give credit nowadays. Oh, and now Shin, near the audience, trying to recollect himself. I think he's bleeding a bit. Oh, but here comes Shin, not too far behind.
And you can bet tonight will surely live up to the lofty standards.
Near the audience. Oh my God, Trent has the electric chair. Oh my God! Electric chair. Didn't that elbow seem familiar? Shades of DC Zamtan?
Definitely, and it seems like Shadows isn't the only member of the Elite that Elbo's been training with.
I guess you could call that the Emperor's elbow. Jesus. How is Shin even still standing? It looked like it hit the direct of his neck.
Actually, I've just gotten word that Trent never called that the Last Crusade.
Oh, what a fitting name. What a fitting name indeed.
Continues. Oh man, this is getting tough to watch.
Oh, but Shin not down yet. Nice European uppercut. Looking for a German suplex. The Trent reverses it. I want a fist shot to the gut. Oh, but Shin not down yet. Nice European uppercut. Trent looking to do more damage here. Oh, Shin with a beautiful back elbow. Oh, and a mini stomp there. I guess they're trying to get into the mind. Well, Trent over to a move that Shadows has made all but infamous. And over with a jawbreaker to cover in the lesson Shin had. Oh, here it is again. Dice Fred. Trent over to a move and a drop kick to the back of the neck. And over with a jawbreaker to cover in the lesson Shin had. Oh, here it is again. Dice Fred. And another huge axe handle there. Both men have to be running on empty here, but it looks like they could go on for hours on end. Trent with a nice kick. Looking for another. Gets caught. Oh, and there are those shoot kicks by Kikito. You don't want to be on the wrong end of them. Oh, the pin! Ref having to get down there on the floor. 1, 2, 3.
Kikito picking up a hard fought win here.
Over his debut and Trent over. Say what you want about him, but it's one thing we've seen from members out the Shadows camp. They can lose their first match, but that tends to be the only loss for a very long time to come. That last kick, oh, right there. From members out the Shadows camp. They can lose their first match, but that tends to be the only loss for a very long time to come. And somehow, some way it was enough to keep the Emperor down for the 3 count.
A huge win here for Shin Kikito.
It's true. Oh, Trent back in the ring. Showing respect to Shin Kikito. Lifting up the arms of the victorious one. Oh, Trent back in the ring. Showing respect to Shin Kikito.
Don't change that channel. We have singles action coming up next.
And now we move on
breakout talents
to the match we've all been waiting for. El Cibon versus DC Zamtan for the AWC X Division Championship. And now we move on to the match we've all been waiting for.
Both men sporting new attires here.
Oh, this is bound to be amazing. Championship.
Both men sporting new attires
The
here.
following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the
And we're here in El Paso, Texas.
Extreme Light Heavyweight
South Point.
Championship.
a Latino-based town for two Latino-based talents.
Yeah, but the population here is mostly Mexican, so I think it'll favor El Sabon. Look at this, El Sabon carrying a body bag.
WWE 2K. Personally,
Esteban does slightly translate into the Whisperer, but there's a folklore behind the legend of Esteban being a bone collector of sorts. I think you might want to collect more than the X Division Championship tonight. His attire almost reminiscent of La Parca. What do you think, Franklin?
I think he's definitely throwing back to his heroes here. Also, growing up on guys like La Parca, later on being influenced by guys like Pentagon Jr., now Pentagon Dark. And he seems to have gone through a similar change.
He looks like Reaper from Overwatch. Oh, but now, here comes a man that everyone, and I mean everyone, is familiar with. Your AWC X Division champion, the fighter, DC Damn.
And I'm digging the new belt design.
Not gonna lie, it's gonna take some getting used to, but it stands out a lot more than the other belt. It shows what this division is supposed to exemplify. Being different from everyone else, breaking one's own limits, and standing atop saying that you did it how you want it. If it's one man that exemplifies that very mantra, it's this man here. You think a MMA guy would have no success in professional wrestling? Boy, did DC prove them wrong.
He's proving everybody wrong. He's one of the most decorated men in all of professional wrestling.
Having tag
there is one of his pride and joy.
He seems to enjoy having that X Division championship, having lost it and won it back from El Sabon last season.
And retaining it against longtime rival BJK.
But you have to wonder now, is it a matter of the fact of defending a title, or does he just enjoy facing competition like El Sabon?
I think it's a little bit of both. DC definitely gets a kick out of a good fight.
And who better from this new generation of wrestlers to give him that fight than the Whisperer himself?
Introducing the champion from parts unknown, weighing in at 200.
I'm rocking the thicker beard.
He is the AWA
Definitely works.
Light Heavyweight Champion.
No, it takes some getting used to, but it works for now. I'm rocking the thicker beard. Oh, he's just staring at his baby.
Social media is a
DC held that belt for 121 days consecutively in the past. Tying the reign of Anarchist for the longest X Division championship reign of all time.
Now, if this ran, I think he's trying to break it abruptly. And with people up behind your back, like the record maker himself, the boss, and the world champion, it's hard to say that he won't accomplish that goal.
Electricity that traveling through this arena and decibel level of the crowd, I think it's safe to say the roof of this building just might blow off.
These guys are going to need to show some guts and heart if they hope to leave here with the gold. And the party has officially begun.
And immediately going for the pin here. After the smart strategy or just early arrogance. Oh, what a beautiful suplex there.
Sam definitely dominating the early going.
Oh, and immediately converting into a leg armbar. Oh, a beautiful
That's what a lot of people forget. Even though he's mostly known for his knockout blows, Zamcham is incredibly well versed in submissions.
Oh, speaking of knockouts, how about that flatliner from the fighter?
I believe that's the first time he's ever attempted this.
Even though he's mostly known for his knockout blows, Zamcham is incredibly well versed.
I've never seen him do that.
I mean, El Sabonis is no small man, but Zamcham towers over him at 6'5", being one of the tallest wrestlers in AWC. Not to mention one of the ones with the most credentials.
Sure, with that backstabber may have knocked him down a peg or two. Huge double axe handle there.
That backstabber may have compressed his spine a peg or two.
Well, when he sees a belt, he likes to hit below it.
Zamcham with another gorgeous suplex.
But I was keeping track at home like we did last season. This makes 4. High score, 17. You don't think he's looking to break that record, is he? But I was keeping track at home like we did last season.
I don't know. Zamcham likes to break a lot of things. Records among them.
High score, 17.
Oh,
Good shot. Oh, the ball.
He saw that one coming.
A nice arm drag there. Oh, a back trip by Zamcham. And now a leg lock of his own, that beautiful knee bar. Or modified knee bar, rather. Or heel hook. A nice arm drag. Look to be a combination of the two. Back trip by Zamcham. And now a leg lock of his own. Oh! Modified Despino! Big! 1, 2! Kick up on El Sabon!
Some shades of Tetsuya Naito there.
And just wrenching at the neck. Ah! One wrong thing is he could crack some nerves out of alignment. And that could really mess up these things. And just wrenching at the neck. Ah! Oh! Let's go looking for that jump kick. No one's home. You see? Oh, taking the pants out of Kaza and Shadow's playbook with this Koji clutch. Oh,
And Zamcham has been known to abuse that Koji clutch in AWC and put various men out.
Oh my God, that stiff shot. El Sabon very out cold. 1, 2. Oh my God. You saw how close that was. Something inside El Sabon said, no, don't give up just yet. 1, 2. Oh my God. I don't know how much more the kid has in him. Something inside El Sabon. Tiger suplex 85! I was looking to the corner. I don't know how much more the kid has in him.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
Oh, what's the moment up there? I was looking to the corner.
That's it.
Oh!
It only takes a couple of those.
Shades of Nubio de the arriba, Garchi. Pin. 1, 2.
Nobody's surprised, right?
There could be signs of the field that he's trying to work on the arm. Fight fire with fire. Fight submissions with submissions. If DC's arm is messed up, he can't throw that fighter's elbow. That takes away a good 80% of his offense.
Yes, but even though DC hits very hard with his right arm, remember, he's a naturally left-handed man, so I think he's working the wrong arm here. Yes, but
even still, DC relies on the equilibrium of his other arm, no matter which one he throws, to the kind of balance to ensure that whatever gets hit stays down. Without that balance, that could be make or break for us tomorrow. DC relies on the equilibrium of his other arm, no matter which one he throws. Oh, DC moving for some version of the cutter. Whatever gets hit. And El Sabon. There we go, round head scissors. Spin. 1, All the fans. It was unsuccessful. I thought we had
Crowd is on their feet for these two Latino stars, feeling very well represented here.
The more punishment he takes, the slower and slower he is getting back to his feet.
On DC to his feet. What you looking for here?
This is a
Beautiful springboard looking run.
And that's a risk I wouldn't take personally. I mean, we know letting DC stand up when somebody's on the ropes to lead to that catch elbow.
You gotta wonder if all that damage to the arm earlier was gonna catch up to him before this match comes to an end.
I mean, obviously it affects the speed in which you can move the arm.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Well, those are two core components of the fighter's elbow. And another flatliner. Follow right into the Koji Clutch.
The human body was not designed to absorb this type of damage. He put up a good fight, but it may be the end of the
And I wonder, with the heavy use of submissions, could that arm work really have prevented him from whipping out the fighter's elbow?
Only time will tell, friend. Only time will tell.
I wonder,
Frank gets put into the corner.
with the heavy use of submissions, could that arm work really have prevented him from
These.
whipping out the fighter's elbow?
Uh-oh. There's John. Shotgun drop kick.
My God, his body's been through hell, and his
Oh,
ribs
really?
have
Just
been
the way it was
the
a
attack.
Man, I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe.
There's John. Shotgun drop kick. Oh, we want to see another Iridachi? Yes, we are! That's flying on a break.
Second, Arrivederci. He goes for the cover.
1, 2, 4. Oh, I thought we had a new activity. We were so close.
He goes for the cover.
Oh, but you better be calling for it.
Looking to put it away. Submission holds locked in, and he's in big trouble.
So close. Oh, the push. Oh, but you better be calling for it. Oh, my God.
That's it. The match is over.
Oh, good ball.
I can't believe what we just saw. I mean, did the fighter really just tap out? How often do we see that? I can't believe what we just saw. I mean,
You were talking about the X-Men championship being with Chicago being weird earlier. The X-Men kind of without DC's anthem, this seems like nothing. But if it's one man who can change that perception, it's gonna be El Sabone.
there's definitely DC making that championship his from the latter half of the second season onwards.
Oh, but it was all downhill from here. The Arriva Guarantee, that flying arm breaker, and it was the precursor to that beautiful octopus grip. Oh, but it was all downhill from here. The Arriva Guarantee, that flying arm breaker.
DC has some of the best ring psychology in the business, but I think here it was El Sabone who used the ring psychology to his advantage. DC has some of the best ring psychology in the business, but I think here it was El Sabone
But
who
yeah,
used the ring
folks,
psychology to his
congratulations to you, the division champion, El Sabone.
And well-deserved. El Sabone is now a two-time X Division champion. Joining the ranks of DC Zam Champ, Anarchist, and unfortunately,
We don't speak again. Well, folks,
joining the ranks of DC Zam Champ, Anarchist, and unfortunately,
we don't speak.
At
At the Royal Rumble, DC Champion is getting his contract for rematch for the XTV Championship. Will he prove that the second time was nothing more than a fluke, or El Sabone proved that he truly is a collector? Not just bones, but apparently mirrors.
I mean, what a test this is Last time Russell Bone won that championship, DC took it back. Will he be able to retain this championship and solidify his role as champion this time around? Find out at the Royal Rumble of AWC. Will he be able to retain this championship and solidify his role as champion this time around? Find out at the Royal Rumble of AWC. Will he be able to retain this championship and solidify his role as champion this time around? Find out at the Royal Rumble of AWC. Find out.